Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long that I feel like that I've made a YouTube video. So welcome back, and while my henna dries, I just hope everyone's been doing well. I have not done a video in so long, but I know my channel has like a lot of K-pop mental health focus, but today it's going to be a little bit more about books and the books that I've actually written kind of ish in order. Depends. They're not actually in order, but still want to talk about it. And just, because I am self-published, I do have 11 books out, and if I get this video done all in one, great. If not, then I will also add tomorrow. But let's get started. So, first book is my debut novel, The Chaos Within Us. And I'm just gonna read the blurbs, kind of tell you guys just a bit about the tropes and see if it's something you want to read. So this is my debut novel, and the blurb is: Abhi, Sunny, and Nitikor can't stand each other. They have despised each other since their senior year of high school, and it is now their senior year of college. When they discover the trauma the other has faced, will they use it to help? Will they use it to their advantage or help each other heal? So, like I said, this kind of gave it away. Enemies to lovers, college, and adult life. It's one of the more thicker. I think this is actually the thickest book that I've written. Um, the other thickest book I own is called Final Offer, and it's holding my phone up right now. But I did not write that. It's the one that I own. Take that back. It's not the thickest. Um, I think A Court of Silver Flames would be the thickest one. So, I kind of want to go in order actually now. So, okay. Um, this is book 2. This is Acquaintance to Lovers, which is not really a trope that a lot of people have heard about, because they're not like, it's not friends to lovers. It's kind of like they do know each other, like they're acquainted. Um, and it's fake dating as well. So, this is more like a Michelin star chef. Ihan Armani has his life set out for him, all except the dating world. When he needs a plus one for a friend's wedding, he has no idea who to ask. Enter Anaya Shahid. New to the East Coast, Anaya is barely making friends herself. Although as acquaintances, they're aware of the other's existence, they've never spoken to one another before. So, what could possibly go wrong when he asks someone whose last name he doesn't even know? And this one has a sequel, but because I'm going in order, I won't say. And the length of this book is, well, that's the sequel. That's a bit of the sequel. 260 pages. The length for The Chaos Within Us, white pages, is, and also, if you have the old copy that's not this cover, you kind of missed, like the layouts. Shout out to my layout designer. I think it was Abnett Visions that did that. But I will. No, layout by Zarlina on Etsy. Yeah. No, oh, sorry, that is wrong too. Cover is by So_Michaud on Instagram. Paperback design by Zarlina. So she did the design. And I was right, Aviant Visions on Etsy for the interior layout of the book. And I was going to tell you guys how many pages this book is. Why am I like this? 352. Next. Third book I wrote is a second chance romance, marriage in crisis. There's a lot of second chance romance, marriage in crisis. I think that's like my favorite trope. Along with enemies to lovers, because like who doesn't like enemies to lovers? So this book is set in U.S. and it's also set in New Zealand as well. So it's you get to kind of explore the world. 265 pages. Avani Sahani and Rohan Agroria can sum up their marriage in one word: awkward. With Rohan thrown into the arranged marriage and Avani emotionally blackmailed into it, the question becomes, will they even make it to their first wedding anniversary? Or will two complete strangers find a way to get rid of their awkwardness to achieve their happy ever after? Right now, this is the one that's like the most reviewed on Amazon. which nobody has actually left a review on why. So I don't know. It's doing the best. Um, this is not you're not yet. Okay. This is the sequel to Beautiful Consequence. It's called Beautiful Mistake. It's more of a mystery, and it actually combines, obviously, Beautiful Consequence, but it combines these two books too. So it's like supposed to be the last book that I was planning to write. However, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that part. So, Ria has found her happiness post marriage, but not everything is as it seems. When she gets a text from an unknown number who begins to threaten her, she decides the best thing to do is keep it a secret. But for how long will she be able to stay silent? And that's the back. It's a very thin book. I think it's actually the shortest book that I wrote, but I can't say for sure because it's 186 pages. And then, so then my sister went and said, "How does it feel to be the unsuccessful big sister?" Which started this book. That's why I went back to writing, because writing has been my healing journey. So important, and you guys can listen to like on podcasts and stuff that I've been on. I really love the cover of this. Fine Designs and Print on Etsy did the cover for this book, and this book is 233 pages. I know I created Xavier, but he's like one of my favorite characters of all created. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but whatever. So Xavier Malhotra, CEO of Fate and Destiny, has one goal in mind. Don't lose the title. A certified workaholic who only lives for his job and sees the world as black and white and never misses a chance to make everything about work. His complete opposite is his now wife, Mona Malhotra, a kindergarten teacher who sees the world in color and tries to make the best out of every situation. The extroverted person he was never looking for. Will two people who are polar opposites contracted together for a year make it to the end or call it quits before the year is over? So, and my best friend actually used this as her wedding card invite too. Gagan, I'm talking about you. And you know I'm talking about you. Because I called you out in the group chat. Still love you though. 5. Number 6. Right? I don't know. I lost count. I think that was 5. Better Than Him is more of a college setting. Enemies to Lovers. So, and it's mixed race. They both are like half Italian and half Punjabi, which all my characters are almost Punjabi, which is why I also started writing, due to the fact that there was a lack of Punjabi representation. So, the only thing Aryan Aloso and Jaslyn Vallado have in common is their ethnicity and the college they attend. Other than that, they can't seem to agree on anything, and it's usually the best if they aren't in each other's company for a long time. That changes when his best friend places a bet telling Aryan to make Jaslyn his girlfriend. Will the first ever bet Aryan makes in his life go up in flames if the two can't stand each other? So it is almost like, I wouldn't say necessarily fake dating, but its elements are there. 215 pages. 8. Finding Home. That's what I don't want. Okay. Finding Home is here. That's what I get for going in order. See, I remembered. I remember them by the number. So Finding Home is actually for high school students. It's also enemies to lovers, but there's also brother's best friend trope in there. And it is, I wrote it because my books, I always give a copy to the high school that I graduated from. So, and just hearing the fact that my books are always stripped out from the librarian, and just every time I go to even drop off a book or something, and it's just never there because it's someone's reading it or not. So I kind of wrote this book to those students as a dedication to them. And I think I even put that as the dedication for this book. Oh no, because it's called Finding Home, the dedication was to everyone that has a house but is still finding their home. And this is at 215 pages. And the names are Kiran and Talia are a match made in hell. Anyone that goes to their high school knows that. So what happens when they get paired together for a cultural research project? Kiran Bhatia is living his best life during his senior year of high school. He has nothing to worry about except for one goal he set himself for himself to accomplish: put his family back together. Talia Linz has the grades to get into any college of her dreams. Her friends to support her and knows she wants to be a lawyer someday. However, at the moment, her only goal is to find a place she can call home. Will either of them be able to succeed, or will finding out what each other's goal is cause them to create obstacles for the other? Did I say how many pages this is? I did. 215. Okay. 8. Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Okay. Whisked Away is actually my first kind of play around with Ingram Sparks, and that's when I know that I'm never going to use Ingram Sparks again. It's cheaper to buy it off Amazon than spending more money on Ingram and just being confused. So, this is more of an arranged marriage in crisis trope. It does talk about eating disorders, so there's a trigger warning for that. This is, it has a sequel as well, which we will talk about at 234 pages. Armand and Senna, hailing from vastly different backgrounds, find themselves in an unexpected marriage. When Armand stumbles upon a hidden secret rooted in his own home, a pressing question emerges. To what extent will he go to safeguard his marriage and protect the woman he was never meant to marry? So, there's a bit of a mystery, some romance, lots of banter, of course. It's, a strong female character. So, with that, this book is Armand and Senna, but it does have their best friends, Kushi and Gray. And Kushi and Gray are this book right here. So, this book is the sequel, obviously, to Whisked Away, but it also brings back Xavian because that is Kushi's cousin. So Kushi Malhotra has lost her family to a car accident, relying only on her cousin to raise her before moving to the East Coast to start a new life. She never expected to meet a witty CEO and fall in love with him the way she did, but she also never expected him to be the reason she knew what betrayal felt like. Can she find it in her to justify his actions that had him behind bars, or will she go back to her ex? So that's that one piece of work. A bit of mystery, definitely some tears if you want a sad book. 222. That's with contracted together. 218 pages. You guys can leave a comment if you want more information on the books. And if you're 13 minutes in and still listening, thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. Temporary Ties is also really short. I wrote it for someone named Chloe, who I was friends with on Instagram, but I don't know where she went. I wrote a book and then she disappeared. So, 143 Fake Dating with Enemies to Lovers. But it's 2 stories in one, so it's like Sahil and Chloe's story is more of the fake dating, and then Nareli and Kai's story is the Enemies to Lovers. Yeah. I don't really talk about that book a lot because I wrote it for someone that just didn't really appreciate it. Twice in a Lifetime, I wrote for Maya, who is just an incredible friend, and I'm so thankful to the Mingitima, which I couldn't write in the dedication because I didn't want KQ coming after me. Save the best for last, even though I do plan to write more, but for right now, Maya's the best for last, and she's just an amazing friend, and I'm just so thankful that I, was able to write this as a Christmas gift for her. So, and this is a marriage in crisis, second chance romance trope that a lot of women can relate to, Maya, especially if you're dating a mommy's boy or if you married a mommy's boy. So Maya and Sahej Mehta share a marriage, but their perspectives on it differ significantly. Sahej is content, seeing no issue, while Maya feels overshadowed by her mother-in-law and constantly competing for attention. Frustrated, Maya decides to seek a divorce, yearning for a life where she can rediscover romance and put herself first. Question remains: will Maya's pursuit of independence lead her to a new chapter filled with love, or will she be tempted to give her ex-husband a second chance? And this is at 215 pages also. So, I'm like just... I think this is also Avent Visions that did the late... Yep, shout out to Avent Visions. And a big shout out to S. Barrett, who has done the editing since Finding Home. So she did the editing for Finding Home, she did the editing for Whisked Away, she did the editing for Piece of Work, Temporary Ties, and Twice in a Lifetime. So if you watched all almost 15-16 minutes by the time this wraps up, thank you. I hope you guys check my books out. I'll put a link in the description box below, and I hope you guys will check it out. You know, feel free to check out my Goodreads first if you're the type of person that wants to read a review. But other than that, thank you, and bye till next time.